Hello everyone, it is me, Coco, and today I decided I wanted to mix things up with my speed paints and do a commentary for one. And this one's unscripted. I don't have anything really planned about this. I just wanted to, get some use out of this microphone I've had for a while and use my voice more and do something a bit more, personal. And this idea came across to me because I do experimental art projects sometimes, and feel like they don't really mix, because a lot of times I'm testing stuff like brushes and styles and trying to either mimic something that I liked or just try something new. And as you can see, this one is more of a lineless one, which wasn't originally the plan for this drawing. Originally it was going to have lines, but blurred over, where you can kind of see the lines, but the art was on top of it. But it got to a point really early on that I realized that I just couldn't do that style yet, and I just decided to try to do a painting type thing, which I have only done in the past few years once other time, and it didn't turn out too well in my opinion. And this one I don't think turned out that great either, but for a self-portrait, but it turned out a lot better than I expected. I see a lot of things that I'd like to change, to be more accurate to myself. I think I made my eyes a bit too green, and I think I made my face too slim for me. But for a lot of it, I was actually quite pleased with. It wasn't exactly how I imagined, but a lot of my art doesn't ever turn out like how I imagined. Because I think of my art when I plan it or think up it, it's often in a different style than when I actually can draw, and it's often out of my own league of art, and I often shoot over my head with my work, but it always gives me room for improvement, I guess, or improvement. And it's often how I also forgot to say I'm watching the video as I'm recording this, just so if I see something in the video I want to point out that and why I did that, or what I gave up on doing and all that. And so it's but it's often a lot of my work I'm often unpleased with, and as some of you that know me personally, or we talk in private, know that I often don't like my work, and I often have considered quitting art and then stubbornly forcing myself to get back into it, and just for slight approval of others, because I do be shallow, and I want people's approval. So, and the one thing I know I can get people's approval out of is my art, so shamelessly will say that. But and it's also gratifying when I make something I do like, which happens. I've found my own little thing that I do like with my art that I've drawn quite frequently. Some of you have known, or some of you know, that I've drawn quite frequently with a few characters and skin shading, which I've come to really enjoy doing, because for some reason I can do that pretty well. And I kind of want to get back into doing speed paints, but a lot of my art is I don't know, I don't want it, sometimes it takes a really long time now, and longer videos my last one's 20 minutes often do less well, but 15-minute ones do better, it seems but in general now my videos have gone down in viewing, which I guess makes sense because I don't do it as much as I used to. which wasn't much in the first place, but once I have this finished, I'll have 3 out in like 2 days, so it's like, I don't know. I might try to focus on this a bit more than I used to, and try to, like, if the ones I'm not very sure about, I'll just have be unlisted or something, or at least just try to record it all in general, and have them just, I don't know, archived or something, and make a habit of it, so when I do draw something that I can post on here, I'll actually have it recorded and ready to be posted. But now back to the video that I was recording. At the very beginning, I had to pause my recording and make a brush, because I couldn't find a brush that was suitable for what I originally wanted. And I just ended up finding the gouache brush that was a default side brush and ended up just using it. But like, it ended up not being what I really wanted for what my thing. But I just ended up using it anyways and changing my plans. But also I realized, during this my computer crashed, because it's been doing that lately because it loves me, and I basically died inside for a little bit because I worried that I lost files, but I wasn't recording in the moment that it crashed, so I didn't lose anything important besides the brush I was using, which admittedly also wasn't that important because it was mostly a default brush. Besides that, I think I changed like the texture or something, or the brush style or whatever, and like I had to redo it, and so I think I picked a different one than what I started off with. I didn't really like check in the recordings like I should have of what it was that I used, but I just did whatever I thought was best. So there was a point where you could see me like in the recording, I don't remember where or when, because I think it was very short compared to everything else, where I was changing like the type of the brush or the texture and whatever. And drawing the glasses here was actually the biggest pain out of all of it. That and the hair, I think, was like the worst to do, because my glasses have this gradient to them and are at the very bottom are basically see-through, and I wanted to try to replicate that, and it was kind of a pain too, and I don't think I did it that well, but like I don't know, I just want to have it be more like me than what I usually do when I do draw me, where I just draw like square glasses when it's not really like my glasses style. And then I did the shadow effect with it, because what I originally imagined to have it be kind of a darker setting, and then have it be in like a darker setting of what's it called? Just a darker setting than what I ended up doing, and I couldn't get the background correct to what I thought, and just ended up settling for what I did. And it seems my rambling is out of time, so I shall end this long video and die inside from my editing. And potentially may re-record this, potentially may not, I don't really know anymore. But I shall talk to you guys next time I decide to do something experimental and ramble. So, enjoy your day, have a good one, love y'all, talk to you later.